I missed last week, and you know, I said this week, no. Because I only have one. Even next week, I've got a presentation at the same time. So thank you so much, gentlemen, for this eye-opening and excellent presentation. Some things we may know, some you need to be reminded. I think in my case, just to give you a background, I had in the past I was using a lot of cash on my properties, and I think I've alluded to Christian about that. But now that I've entered the space of using bank finance, like this year, I've got like 3 properties that have been financed already. And one of the questions that perhaps now I'm starting to ask, like for the first one for me is the credit score. I understand that there are different scores that one gets. I mean, if you're paying your accounts and conducting your accounts in an excellent manner. However, but there's that, if I may call it, that elite position where you are regarded as the best or the excellent. You know, I do not know how one gets there, or what are there any special things that you do besides conducting your account in an excellent manner? I mean, all my accounts are clean. I don't have a problem in that manner, but there seems to be, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not familiar with the scores, but it looks like above 600 or something. So how does one get there? And then for me, the second question that is burning in my mind is, I'm listening to this term, my total bond exposure.
Yeah.
You spoke about if I'm applying in my personal name, and I can get, I've got an exposure of 1 million, for example. If I use my name, then I can get 1 bond, and then I'm stuck.
Yeah.
However, if I use different entities, do I then qualify to get 1 million from Standard Bank? I can still get another 1 million from FNB, another 1 million from Absa. Is that real?
Yes, that's real.
Oh, that is amazing. I can't believe this. It means I'm sitting on gold.
Yeah.
And then perhaps my last one is, you know, this is Ekasi Properties Educate. So most of us have properties in the township. I speak because I also have a property in the township, you know, that is in value. I would put it at 4 million at least. But or how it worked was, I bought a vacant plot. You got the plans approved and then started building using cash. So there is no way, like in the deeds office, if you run that property, it will still say that it was bought for what, like 200,000. So it doesn't reflect, unlike a property that is purchased. If I had to sell it now for 4 million, then it's going to be easy to track that. So how does one able to you know, to leverage on such properties? Because I feel that I do have some funds that I can actually tap
You've
into.
got equity.
Yes, in terms of equity. Thank you.
So to start off with, I posted the link in the chat. Go and register on www.clearscore.com. You'll get a monthly credit report, and they go through quite a lot of effort in terms of how you'll see you're on track with this, you're doing that right. I think I'll actually, let me just open up mine. I think that might actually be quite a nice way to do that. So I just want to log in, and then I'll share my screen. So when you look at what ClearScore shows you, so it'll show you your credit score, your whole history and everything. And it takes a lot of effort. And I've seen my score go up significantly now over the past year and a bit, just due to me clearing out cash. But what I want to specifically show here is when you look at the traceability of it, so your score on Experian, first and foremost, needs to be 621 and above. That's where you're really playing in a good range. But yeah, so here's exactly what I wanted to show on what helps with improving your score. If you don't have any court judgments, if you've got a judgment that's it's not the end of the world, and if some of you are in that position where there was bad debt or issues and whatnots, we'll find that when we do a credit inquiry, I'm happy to also guide you and assist with getting that sorted out. I've got a wonderful attorney who can help with that. Your number of credit inquiries is very important. So if you're actively searching for debt, it will start giving a hit on your credit score. So very important to limit the amount of times that you just go and check if you qualify for a personal loan or whatever. Don't be tempted to just see what offers are there. It actually has an impact on your credit score. No defaults in terms of bad payment or missed payments. The amount of accounts that you have will also gradually improve your score, because if you're not just constantly getting new ones, one of the worst things I've ever seen on a credit report for a client is that they are constantly doing those short-term cash loans. So when you draw the credit report, there's hundreds of these things showing, and it stays on that report for 24 months before it drops off. So that to the banks is a very, very high risk point. And also it is affected in your, reflected rather in your credit report, because you are seen to be struggling to get to cash, to get through the rest of the month. And you're throwing a hell of a lot of money away on interest and fees. And then one of the big ones in Zuzo is your credit utilization. If you're using less than 50% of your available credit, that makes quite a nice difference. So something stupid, if the banks were to offer you an increased credit card limit, take up a little bit of it, just don't use it. Like for me personally, I just switched all of that to be on budget. So my straight credit card limit is much lower, and I settle it at the end of every month. So I use it because you get good points with eBucks and all of that. And then with you conducting that credit and paying on time and being a low risk, your score will gradually improve. Then the